What is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz, bringing you our next matchup in the Ultimate Smash Bros. Fighter DLC tournament. So, if you're new and you're wondering what this is, basically it's a tournament that we created that has 72 potential characters that could be in Smash Ultimate for the DLC in Fighter Pass 1, or maybe a Fighter Pass 2 or 3 if that ends up coming out down the road, which would be awesome, by the way. But, so it's basically a tournament, and each day on the channel, besides Sundays, I upload one matchup from this tournament, and we will get, we just kind of like go over, well, I guess I do. I kind of go over a few pros for each character, kind of talk about them, why they would make sense for Smash Bros. Yeah, so you get, the way to participate is you get one vote. You vote down in the comments. Simply type the name of one of the two characters, or if you absolutely love both characters, you can vote for both. But just type whatever your answer is down in the comments. And voting for each matchup stays open for 1 week. So, you know, after 1 week, we get the results. And, well, tournament keeps on moving. We keep getting fresh matchups and that sort of stuff. Go to there's a winner because, well, that's what you do when you start something. You finish it off. But this is also a double elimination tournament, meaning character has to lose twice. So if you lose one time, you drop to the loser bracket. You lose from there, you're done. So pretty simple. If there's ever a tie in the voting, I flip a coin. Best way to break the tie. Yeah, best way to break that. So we have to go over the results for last week's matchup, which was Game 7, I believe. Where's it at? Gino and Sandbag. This one surprised me. So, yes, Gino, Super Mario RPG, or Sandbag. Kind of like a joke, sort of. You wouldn't do an evolution because I'll read that later. My bad. I'll read that later. But what was I saying? Yeah, so it was a really close one. Check this out. Actually, check this out. Gino ends up winning. Maybe not too big of a surprise. Gino only won by 1 vote, 33-32. I had to count a couple times just to make sure, double check, verified. 33-32. Gino snuck away with that one. A lot of people, when I uploaded that matchup last week, it was April Fool's, so I seen a couple people voting saying, hey, it's April Fool's, let's vote for Sandbag, why not? So, kind of cool that I didn't even think about that when I tied it in when I uploaded the matchup, because that's just what happened, day it happened to be uploaded on. So, anyway, let's go to today's matchup. So, yeah, by the way, Gino moves on, Sandbag drops to the loser bracket. You lose from there, you're done. That's the rules. So, today's matchup, game number 13, Rayman from Rayman Legends and that sort of stuff. You know Rayman, the limbless wonder, taking on Porky Minch from the Earthbound Mother series. So, let's start off, right? So, first up, Porky Minch was in Smash Bros. Brawl as like a boss, and so he's had a presence before. I believe he has a speed. No, Porky does not have a. Oh, man, why did I not look that up? Does Porky have a spirit? I don't remember. I don't think Porky does. Either way, I believe Earthbound the Mother franchise is coming up on a really big anniversary this year, and that could potentially, you know, Nintendo could look at that as potentially a tie-in, so you could have, you know, a first-party character that they could promote. Maybe Mother 3 gets localized. Fingers crossed. But, yeah, so you could, Nintendo could promote their own stuff that way. It would be a really big announcement. A lot of people have been waiting for Mother 3 to get localized. Plus, it would kind of bring over a villain and actually a pretty unique sort of moveset with that character. And, yeah, so let's talk about Earthbound Mother series real quick. Do they deserve to have, like, a third rep? I think there's way more franchises, first party, and probably third party that would be ahead of Porky or I guess anybody from Mother to, you know, have that spot in Smash Ultimate as a playable character. First of all, it's a dead franchise, sadly. Hopefully, you know, if they ever did something, I'm sure, you know, Nintendo's got all these first party IPs, first of all, that they're just sitting on that, hey, you never know when they might just surprise us and bring something back, and who knows. But yeah, so it's on the list of first-party characters or first-party franchises that Nintendo has. It's probably not up there, and since it's kind of one of the probably lesser-known franchises, especially with the gaming core, you know, today, you know, all the new players that are coming into Smash, there's good chance that they've never even heard of the Earthbound or Mother series, and, well, you're kind of missing out on some pretty good games. But, I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Okay, how would his moveset work? First of all, awesome, because I think you could make him work in his little spider machine here, and you could just kind of do moves with that, and maybe jabbing with the legs. I don't know. You could do some cool stuff with his moveset. You kind of be unique in his own right. If you played Brawl and you kind of, I'm not saying make him that scale, scale him up that size, but you can scale him down. Hey, we got Ridley, didn't we? We can make any character work size-wise. So, maybe scale them down, make them work. Would be pretty unique. So, yeah, if you played Brawl, the Subspace Emissary, you kind of get an idea potentially how his character could play, moveset-wise and that sort of stuff. So, yeah, I think it'd be a great idea, honestly. I'd welcome it because, well, I grew up around this era with these games, so a lot of these characters kind of I guess hit home with me, I grew up with them, so nostalgia factor and all that stuff, but I don't see Porky too likely. I don't see Earthbound, honestly, or the Mother series getting a new rep likely. Lucas and Ness are perfect, and if they somehow were to get a third rep, Nintendo would probably make the most sense. Well, let's face it, probably be really easy. I know it'd be like another semi-echo of Ness in a way, and that's a whole different topic. Let's just say Porky is an okay character that would make sense, I think. But let's move on to his opponent, Rayman. There we go, Rayman. So Rayman, Ubisoft, big company first of all. Works pretty well with Nintendo. Always supports them. They got tons of games. Rayman he's like a Smash character already. Without actually being playable in Smash, because we all know, or maybe you don't, he did have a random trophy just appear in Smash Wii U 3DS I don't remember if there was an actual reason why that popped up or whatever, but yeah, Rayman, he's got the cartoonish style, he's got the moveset, yeah, he's got a lot of cool things you could do for him, plus he's got the name that's attached to him, and people would know that. So if you're looking at the DLC for Fighter Pack and somebody sees Rayman, there's a good chance somebody's gonna, you'll recognize who it is, and you're like, hey, Rayman's in. I'm more than willing to buy that, as opposed to Porky and new players coming in. They'll more of them will recognize Rayman than they will Porky. So if that kind of weighs on your mind at all, like, all right, who would sell better? Probably Rayman, honestly, but he's got a cool history. Yeah, so here's that trophy. The funny thing was, I think this came out after the fact, because who was it? Artsy Omni came out with that fake character selection screen that had Rayman on it. Was very well done. Actually had like the cursor moving over, and Rayman's little portrait would pop up, and it was so well done. It faked out a lot of people. Everyone was like, yo, Rayman's in Smash, and more people started thinking, yes, let's go, let's do it, it's perfect, why not, right? I mean, Rayman's on quite a few Nintendo consoles. He's pretty popular. I do know that in Japan, though, his games don't sell that well, so I guess maybe that's taken into a factor. Does he sell well in Japan? If not, maybe they might not look at it. But I mean, Ubisoft, I strongly feel Ubisoft should have a character in Smash Bros. They got some franchises to pick from. Of course, Rayman. Some people would say maybe the Rabbids, because we had the Mario Kingdom Rabbids crossover thing, which was a very fun game, by the way. I absolutely enjoyed that, but I always thought Rayman would make a great character, and then Rabbids would make like a perfect assist trophy. So that's just my opinion. But Rayman, definitely a third party that people probably recognize better. And this one was one of my favorite fakes. Check this out. It's like the perfect art style. So you remember the Smash banner and the Grinch leak and that whole debacle? Well, Rayman wasn't on that one, but this one came out before the Grinch leak even happened. Perfect art style. Obviously it's fake, but I remember when this popped up, a lot of people started thinking, oh, definitely got a chance again, right? Because coming into Smash Ultimate before it was released, third-party characters that were being thought of, Rayman was kind of on a ton of people's expected list just because of the whole Wii U 3DS sort of thing, that random trophy. Like, why does he have a random trophy? Are they telling us maybe in a future game, the next one? Ultimate that Rayman would be in. Didn't happen. He is in Brawlhalla. Some people think that kind of deconfirms him for Smash. I don't really think so. That's more of a smaller sort of indie-ish game that, it's not that Brawlhalla is not going to compete with Smash Bros. Let's face it. Nothing Smash Bros-esque will ever compete with Smash Bros. Smash is on a whole different level. So I don't know. For me, this one's easy. I like the character Rayman. Well, again, I said I grew up with Super Nintendo era. Porky Minch is awesome character, but for me, I would much rather see Rayman duking it out with the likes of Mario and Link and Pikachu and all of them. I think Rayman's a perfect addition. So yeah, Rayman gets my vote. Pretty simple on that one. So yeah, that's it for this one. Let me know what you guys got, who you got down in the comments, either Rayman or Porky, or both. That is an option. So, sneak peek for tomorrow. Looks like tomorrow's matchup is going to be Chrono from Chrono Trigger taking on Foreman Spike, a retro character that we've never talked about. So, Foreman Spike making his first appearance in any of my tournaments. And then we get the results for game number 8. Ashley Namaterasu. So, that should be a good one, actually. Should be a good one. But that is tomorrow, and today is wrapping up right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I look forward to the voting, and hopefully we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.